Loves. Good morning, good evening. Welcome to this week's productivity stream. Everything was all set up and then the system just went, and I had to reboot it all. So hopefully we don't have to do that again. That was annoying. It is a productivity stream. So if you have not been to a productivity stream here at Fiberific before, we're just going to crank some tunes. They're going to go up and we just do some stuff. We get some stuff done. So whether you're working on your washing, working on projects, weaving in ends, everything that you want to get done, this is the time for you to sit down and do it. Or stand up and do it, whatever it is. And we're going to have the Creator Mix tunes cranking. I love Creator Mix. That is not spinning. Why is that not spinning? I don't know why it's not spinning. Does it matter if it's spinning or not? Prob's not. Let me just see if I can I make it spin again? No, that's fine. We don't need it to spin. Oh, now it's spinning. We're like, we don't need it to spin. And it's like, fine, I'll spin. So we've got Creator Mix going. We've got everything happening. I'm going to keep an eye on the system. I unplugged a few things so to make it a bit more bare bones, so it shouldn't overheat now. I've also, moved some things out of in front of the machine and actually have a fan blowing at it, well, near it to blow cool air around it. We've got the air cons all pumping in the house, but it is a hot day here and we are heading up to a top of 34 and it is spring. And I just want to point out that is too hot for spring and that is wrong. It's just wrong. All right. Kelly can see and hear me, so that is cool. All right. I did test my cameras, but now I don't know if they're going to work. So let's go in and see what we've got camera wise. We do have it. It needs a bit of zooming in. Because you can see the floor. Oh, let's zoom it in just a little bit. There we go. All right. Now, something that I have to get done is this morning, I accidentally bumped my cereal bowl and I ended up with milk on this yarn. Not a lot, but enough that I'm just like, no, this is going to get gross. So I got my nitty notty out because you can't wash yarn in the bowl. And so, of course you can't wash yarn in the bowl. And so I've got to unwind it from the ball, then wash it, then dry it, then reball it. So go me. Let me think. Now this camera is being naughty. It's just the other thing that is happening is, I updated my system yesterday, right? So Mac got an update, I updated, and now it's every time I move, it wants to like make all the screens big. So, which frustrates me because I'm like, dude, I got stuff I want to do here that doesn't involve you making the screens big. I like my little screens where they are. Let's see. So I had LogiTune. I had to reinstall it, everything this morning. Now it's probably going to make me do it again. There it is. Come on. Come on, LogiTune. Oh, stop that. Come on, LogiTune app. No, it's not going to work. Of course it's not going to work because I've already installed it once today. Anyway, let's just get on with the productivity, get in and get it done. And I'm going to get started by cranking up the tunes and start working on this. Well, I'm actually going to start by cranking up the tunes and reinstalling the software yet again for the second time today. All right, here we go. Oh, for God's sake. Got to be something to turn off these animations. Really. I'm assuming you guys can hear the music. Oh, that's good. All right, I don't know if that's going to solve anything. Find out. Kelly says, I'm trying something new. Sleeves working, alternating sleeves with small circumference needles. Usually I do 2 at a time on the long cable, but the shorter circumference makes it a bit quicker. Yeah, I like the theory of the 2 at a time sleeves because then you don't end up on sleeve island, but at the same time, I much prefer using the shorter cables. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. All right, now I think I've turned off those animations, so, you know, fingers are crossed that makes a difference. It's actually reduced the amount of CPU usage and dropped down everything else. I hate it when they just, you know, bring out new stuff and they're like, you know, we're going to give you everything rather than you opting in for it. So, yeah, Kelly, you know that counter thing. It's on my project, so I can't. Okay, so let's just. Where's the keyboard? Let's nitty noddy the damp yarn. Yay! I don't know which camera this is. It's been so long since I've been noddy. I see the problem. This isn't what I had planned to do for today's productivity stream. Got to get done, and sooner rather than later. Yeah, I love them too, Kelly. Just saying that if you decided to do another run, I wouldn't say no to a second one. Maybe in a different colour, so that I could have like a left and a right or something like that. I don't know. Doesn't matter if they're the same colour really, but I like having all the matching things in different colours. Just saying. Whereas at least these are just 50-gram balls of DK. Oh, we've got a Louis. Hello, Louis. Cam's not going to watch it up because I tested it before the reboot. Of course I did. There we go. I'd move back a little bit just because I'm used to holding the nitty notty just a little bit lower. Now I'm back on the roll. Hang on just 1 second, guys. Sorry, I could hear some full-on hammering going on, and it was Abby. Scrappy Scorpion. Better have a pair of scissors around here, wouldn't I? Alright, one done. One to go. Note to self. Longer tail. I'm glad I found that now. There's a big log. There's a That'll not annoy me. I'll trim that off before I use it. And another one. This is a shitty ball. Oh, sorry, language. But yeah, that's 3 knots in that much yarn. I hadn't even thought to watch out for those. And F4. They're really poorly done. I'm sure it's much harder to rejoin yarn and what have you in a chainette style than standard style, but still, has to be a better way than that. Abby is constructing something out there with the hammer. I am nervous, let me tell you. Well, that seemed to wind up a lot faster. I don't know why. Let's try again. Of course. There now. It's not coming undone, at least. Alright. You finished your marker bag? That's cool. It's taken up all my memory. Apparently the capture card for this camera is playing up. Alright, they're all ready to go. Wash, whoops, after the stream. Hey Tracy, good to see you. Alrighty, so the milky skeins are ready for the wash. So that's something. Tick. Finished. Alrighty. Well, you know, that step of them is finished. I still have to wash them. Now. Alrighty. Yeah, it's a great colour. I'm making a ranunculus with it. So, yeah. That's right. I got part way through installing that software. Oops. Oh, I thought I turned off those stupid animations. Probably one of those things where, yeah, sure, you can turn all those off. You'll have to reboot. Okay. Jump over. Fingers crossed. I have tea and water today, by the way. What am I kidding? Straight up with the Alright. There is stuff that needs fixing. All right. Like. I didn't steal the dog. The dog decided to move in here. He likes being on camera. Did you want to go and get his duck off my bedside table? Louis has a duck. He loves the duck. Do you know what's frustrating? Is there's a button here that says reduce the motion, which I would like, but out of all the things, I actually can't toggle that, which is just infuriating. His Christmas duck.
Quack, quack.
It's a reindeer duck.
Quack, quack.
Look at his little face.
Quack, quack. Quack, quack.
Like, oh, hello, dog. Happy dog. Oh no, you've made him uncomfortable now. Look at him. Oh. Goodness me. Alright. You've made him upset now. He was all comfy and asleep and you've come along and disrupted everything. I'm like, what do I do next? I've been so put off by like the whole gotta wash the yarn that ended up with milk on it that I'm like, oh, what do I do next? Oh, I accidentally bumped my breakfast bowl and it Milk dominant mode yarn.
What's your answer?
Wrong. Okay. Obviously, they've got too much yarn. I just need to point out she's incorrect. But just sorry. Who I work for, they're all still awake now, so I'm getting work messages and I do need to respond to them. So, what do I want to work on right now? What? Yeah, Knitspin Girls, I agree. Too much yarn. I don't understand the concept. I'm with you on that one. Yes. The benefit of sewing in ends when using slubby yarn is it doesn't make the stitches look any fatter than usual. Yes. So many little textural things can be saved with the slubby. Like, what do I feel like doing? I'm like, that's been my problem all week. I have not done much in the way of craft. As if what, Abs? Oh, your spray just came straight into my office. I know you tried very hard for it not to. They look very comfy. They're like my comfy pants that you always bag me for. Like, they're old lady pants. I'm never wearing them. But they're comfy, aren't they? Maybe I can work on this. Now, I put the pattern somewhere safe. So that it would not get ruined or damaged. So that's not new here. But apparently the website's got all the patterns back up. So Addict24 people, are any of you going to make the storyteller? It looks really cool. I really like the look of it. And I'm trying really hard to not, to not do that. Blanket. I was going to fold washing, but the tiny human thinks it hasn't been fed in decades. See, like, that could also be relevant to, like, my cat. I like it better with the long pants. Okay, but still good. Still good. Well, it's not 35 degrees yet. No, I said it's going to get to 35 degrees. Currently, right now, it is 30. Oh dear. Spin Girl says, I'm tempted by Storyteller, trying to resist though. Yeah, it's, look, me too. I don't want to buy the kit, even though I think the kit looks lovely. Oh man, there is so much yarn bath happening here. I should have just gone from the outside. Too late to go from the outside. It's not too late to go from the outside. Get back in there. Tracy says, I'm doing laundry, folding and ironing my work clothes. Lucky the only hands at my house my own. Hey Leanne, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. Okay. Somewhere, I was about to say, somewhere along the lines I've screwed up, but I've just realised I'm not at the start. Like, oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. Why isn't this working out? You're not at the start. I've got ends I could weave in. Weave in the ends. That's a job. That's a job for this string. These are technically in. These ones are all technically in. These ones, however, are not. Because I'll wash it and then I'll trim all those off. Why is that jutting out so hard? Don't know. Can't fix it. The Storyteller is not a hexagon, although I could pull out the hexagon's just over there as well. I could pull that out to work on too, but the Storyteller is just a straight, like, I want to say it's like a rounding granny, but they're doing different stitches, and it just looks really, really cute. I don't do much in the way of rounding granny. See, I know how to make that not happen again. I don't know how to fix that. I could probably, that's just in there. I could probably pull that back. Unless it's that might be the second end. The first end is gone. But yeah, it just looks really interesting. But no, this is the Moreland. This is one of her older ones that I just sort of love the look of. Because I'm a bit late to the old Attic 24. She's been around a real long time, and I only sort of started doing her stuff maybe year before last. I mean, I'd seen a lot of her stuff, but I hadn't really done any of it. Whereas now I've done some, and I really appreciate how she does these. You know, you see that the comments and stuff where some people are like, oh, this is so basic. And it's like, it's kind of the point. It's meant to be basic. Oh, I'm looking for scissors. I don't want to cut these off yet. And that's the point of them. They're supposed to be not hard. It's supposed to encourage beginners to sort of venture into something a bit more colourful, a bit more, you know, have a little bit more interest with the stitches than whatever it is that they've been doing. It's supposed to be sort of like a positive, large project for a beginner. Because like we all know, especially when you're starting something, a large project can be quite daunting. Especially if you've, you know, got an outlay for a lot of yarn, so her kit's a good value, and you don't have to mess around. I love a good kit. Let me know in the chat, do you like a good kit? Like for your projects? Like I think they're great. Problem with such long weaving in needles, that as your tail gets shorter, it's harder to keep there. Oh. Note to self, leave better tails for weaving. Oh. Must be some nesting curlews nearby. They keep waking me up at night. So, yeah, we've got like there's so many birds nesting at the moment. We've got a couple of noisy miners that are just attacking Louis and Tibbles every time they go outside because they decided to put their nest in one of the trees, and it's quite low, really. But it's the tree right out of my front window. And so even when Tibbles is sitting inside on the hutch, it's technically only like half a meter from their nest, and they just like go him through the glass, and he just sort of sits there like you realize there's glass here, right? Like one, I can't get to you or your babies, and two, you can't actually get to me. So It's Been Girl says, I always worry about running out of yarn with the kit. Attic 24 kits are super generous with the yarn though, and never even came close. The first time I bought an Attic 24 kit, I was so stressed out about running out of yarn. Same deal. And you're right, not even close. And that some people are like, oh, you know, maybe she should just, you know, suggest less yarn. But it's usually like one ball of each color. And so, oh, hang on. Yes, the orange is where I'm working into. So it's usually like it's one ball of each color, so there's not much less she could go, and she really does try to utilize it. But I think it's great, personally. I think it's great. Now, what am I doing here? They were treble. I don't know. That should be a treble at the end. Okay, so we start with the. That's probably why I hadn't woven in that end yet, so that I didn't struggle here. But of course. Yeah, Kelly, I agree with that. Picking so many colours that work in combination is difficult, so it's nice having so much left over you can use for another project using that same colour scheme. Yeah. Hey, Holly, good to see you. Kerry says the only kits I bought for you were 2 beanies, and it was from you when you were dying. Yes. Were they the brioche beanies kits? I loved those. My dad had so much fun helping me pick colours, which was the Shane's colorway. That was the one he picked. Spin Girl says I'm keeping very careful notes this time about exactly how much yarn I'm actually using. Currently, oh, you did get the Shane. There you go. That was those colours were. My dad helped pick them, and his name is Shane. So that is why we called it the Shane. Sorry, Spin Girl says I'm keeping very careful notes this time about exactly how much yarn I'm actually using. Currently on row 72, and according to Ravelry, I've used a total of 7.5 balls. Yeah. I've changed something. Let me just double check. Count seems right. Keep going. Might just balance it out. Yeah, it's going to balance out. You know, when you think you've done it wrong, but you just do. Definitely prefer going from the inside of the ball, let me tell you. Hey Molly! Popping in as I'm making a sash for a cardigan. I just put it on. I am not happy with the cameras. They're doing the glitchy thing. Well, that's better. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's definitely a lot better. Kerry says, I'll have to go into the FedEx app and change delivery address. The Indian silk shop decided to change my large order by FedEx rather than the Indian and Australia Post. Oh, okay. Yeah, oh yeah, you should get it a ton quicker. The only person we can hear is you, Tim. Let's cross our fingers that I ended in the right spot. No. Somehow, I have ended up in the wrong. I've done something wrong. It doesn't look wrong, but for some reason it's wrong. I've got a feeling I've done something wrong for quite a few rows. I might have to start this project again because I think that's the problem. I've actually botched the pattern, and that's why I keep struggling, because I'm going against the pattern. Wow, go me. I've just woven it all. Alright. Alright, should I just use this yarn and make the storyteller project? And just put it aside, put this little bit aside, because I can reclaim this bit, but I can't reclaim anything else. Or at least not easily. Hang on just a second. Tim's running around the house being a ghost. Something. I don't even know the answer. Yeah, no, I think... what's the storyteller? Is it called... I could be wrong. I think it's called storyteller. Let me just check. Yes, Storyteller is the latest project from Attic 24. Let me do a screen share somewhere here. Hang on, I'll just make it big so you can see the whole thing. A bit of photos. There we go. All right, let me do a screen share. Can I do a screen share? Not in section. I can do it. All right, so it is. I really didn't like doing that camera stuff, that scene switch. The cameras are playing up so badly. This is the Storyteller blanket. So it's the latest one from Attic 24. It's a big square center out blanket done in lots of colors. So I could continue on with the lots of colors. I don't know if it's any easier or any harder though. So I'm gonna go back to my main camera. Okay, so that's not too bad. It doesn't hate that. So then let's that's not what you saw. What did you see? That's the image on her website for a Storyteller. She does usually do an alternative where you can use the same colours but do something else. Just having a look. Yeah, I don't Keep being told the stream is healthy, but it's just janked up on my end. Like no offense, my big blue boy, but I might try and lighten the load on the stream a little bit by off some cameras. If that makes any difference. That's it. All I can really do. What did you see, Leanne? So yeah, I'm definitely botching this one up. Like, I do have another bag of cotton, believe it or not, but I could probably keep this aside and still use this for this, but, you know, by starting again. And actually make the Storyteller out. How many colours did they have? Let me look. She has lots of colours. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. She has 15 colours. I don't have 15 colours of anything. I don't even have 15 colours in that. I think there's only about 8 or 10. Do you reckon you really need 15 colours? Because I've got like, I mean that's a DK as well. This is looking around her room of a million things. Like, do I have 15 colours of any kind of DK weight? The answer is I don't right now. But I know somewhere I could go to get them. Could go to Pages, and that could be I could buy some of her DK, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Yes. That project's in the naughty corner. Where is my other project? Oh. Oh, that's right. Did I choose that colour next? Because it was literally stabbed through. Did you like the pastel release from Bendigo? Look, I didn't look, I'll be honest. I saw it. I saw that there was a new release and I didn't look at it. I don't need any more Bendigo cotton right now. I have enough for the projects I want to do. Oh, my brain just totally quit on me on that, so let's not do that. Let's do something where I have the instructions handies, but we'll leave that as is so I remember, which is probably what I did last time. Gosh, my brain is not being... What do I have? Where I'm up to with my... Just some knee rounds here. Now I just want to point out this is not quite as hot as this screen is letting us believe. This pink is lovely. It's not quite as hot. Geez, that camera's got a serious delay on it. Why is it so delayed? Kelly says, I wish it was the colour of pink on the screen. Yeah, it's definitely a bit paler. It's still a solid pink, and I will wear this pink. Don't know if I'd wear it if it was the pink that we could all see. Ah, thank you, Kelly. I will. I'll go in and fix that. I didn't even think of it, and I didn't even have to type it in. I could have used my finger for some reason. Go me. Just what I'm using. Just being a bit bummish. I do remember this being a problem I had years ago, and I can't remember what I did to fix it, where it was being like all... Remember there was just a setting that I just changed and it stopped it. I can't remember what it is. still the right frame rates. I mean, not that I can change anything right now, but I was just double checking I had the right frame rates, but I do. Wow, it's gone really delayed again. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's jumped back onto max resolution. Turn it off. I didn't turn it back on, but something did. I don't know. Bless you, Abby. See, when my brain was hurting, Kelly, I did all those extra swatches. So I've got 2 crochet tops, although I'm tossing up with one of them. Like, yes, I got gauge, but do I actually like the look of the fabric? I don't. So I don't know if I'm gonna I might redo it, but with like a different yarn and see how I feel about it, because I just don't like it in that 4-ply cotton. I think I might need something. I mean, it's supposed to be made with 4-ply wool, right? So maybe if I just go something a bit thicker. But I don't consider swatching for a project starting a project. So I don't know. Sometimes I need a break from what I'm currently doing, so I'll do some swatches. Oh, okay. You were thinking it was a hexie blanket. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think she's done a hexie one. I mean, she could have, but I don't know of one. Bianca, you do what? You said I do. Do you consider swatching the next project starting it? Because like I'll swatch some. I tend to do a few swatches together, and then just let them dry and stuff. And then, you know, if I don't like how it looks, then I haven't begun and quit a project. I suppose it's how my brain. It works better for my brain if I do it that way. Otherwise, I feel like I'm quitting everything just because I don't like the swatches. I only really swatch for like garments or something. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I only really swatch for garments, or if I'm really worried if I'm going to run out of yarn, I want to make sure I'm getting the same gauge as the designer, so I don't run out. But usually just for garments. I got one here, thanks. But this, I think I'm going to turn it into like a spring, like a relaxed pullover. Like do it with the longer sleeves. I mean, obviously I have to wait and see how I go with the yarn. But yeah, put some longer sleeves on it and have it for like extra layer, but like still super open and light and cotton. But this is the cotton chainette. Yeah, I don't make a Ravelry listing for my swatches. I only make the Ravelry. I mean, seriously, I'm this far into it and I still haven't made a Ravelry listing yet. Yeah, see, Kerry, I'm the same. I can swatch a month before actually starting something. Usually if I'm thinking of yarn orders or I need a simple project. Yeah, like that's the thing. There's lots of reasons to swatch without the intention of actually starting. Like it is up there with the yarn buying and what have you. I don't put, unless I specifically buy the yarn for a particular pattern and I don't want to forget about it, and I do the thing that Kelly taught me how to do, which was to connect the yarn, then I don't tend to add in, possible projects. I've got enough projects on the go. I don't need to bulk that out. What I do tend to do is take a lot of photos. The planning stages, absolutely. Another row? Yep, another row. Yeah, the swatching is part of it while you're still in my queue, especially if holding two yarns together, and then I don't like the colours. Only once I start them properly does it become a project. Yeah, that's where I'm at with this. And I suppose the reason I didn't make this into a project on Ravelry yet is just because I was I wanted to start it and have a look at it and see how I felt about it. But I really like it. And I'm not going to bother pulling it back to fix up those yarn overs because I'm not going to block it aggressively. So, I'm not going to worry about it. Because even the first yarn over kind of hides a little bit. Oh, you don't have to do it the way we do it. No, you get to do it the way you want to do it. That's the advantage of having these options around. This is just, I just think my brain would go insane if I started putting all my swatches and my test pieces in. Because it'd be like constantly, it would be constantly failing. Whereas I know that's not what swatching is, and I understand that intellectually, but my brain would still class it as oh, you documented it, it's documented, and it's documented as a failure because it didn't work and we're not doing it that way. So some things like work stuff, you've got to, when you're documenting, you just got to document no matter what. But when it comes to my craft stuff, no. Nope. Hey, Game Widows, good to see you. Meeting around broth, my sourdough starter again. Also getting things organised to make the apple jelly, apple butter. Ah. My boss sent me through the photo this morning of how he makes his peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because, I was probably cracking a little bit wise with them. And he loves them. And they are very peanut buttery and very jelly sandwiches. It looks like a meal. I didn't really consider a peanut butter and jelly sandwich a meal replacement until I saw his. So yeah, it looks like it would be very filling and very, I don't know about delicious. I would like to think, with the sheer number of people that love them, I would like to think that they're tasty, because a lot of people love them. I've just not had one, so I don't know if I love it or not. And our jam here is not the same. Everyone's like, just make a peanut butter and jam sandwich. No, our jam here is not the same. I would need to find a clear jam, like it's a jelly. There's no fruit in it. So I think that's part of it. So I don't know. And I'm sure the peanut butter tastes different over there. And the jam would taste different over there. And the bread is part of it as well. So the bread's different. Holly says, I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. See? Kelly says, you have to find a system that works for you. There's no right or wrong. Absolutely. Absolutely. Unless you're putting green jelly in trifle, then because that's all the wrong. That's all the wrong. That's all I can say. Like, are we even friends if you're putting green jelly in trifle? Like, seriously. Oh, I don't know about what kind of sugar. The butter does not need butter. Oh, you did that on purpose. Holly says she's never made apple butter. That's all right. Look, I'm sure there'd be some recipes online you could jiggery pokery to get the idea. Yeah. I mean, I can see why you're asking. Oh, cute. Did you take your own drinks in? Or is that what you bought there? Cool. Holly, when you make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, do you put butter on the bread first or do you just go hard with the peanut butter and the jelly? Because, like, from what I saw in this photo, it's very generous with the peanut butter and the jelly. And I don't know if that's a standard thing or not. I don't know. I have been told by other team members that he does make very good peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but I've got no context. You know what I mean? Like are we doing thin scrapings of peanut butter here, or are we like blobbing it on? I don't know. No butter. Gabby says no butter on peanut butter. Hey Gabby, good to see you. Yeah, no butter on peanut butter and jelly in sandwiches. Yeah, because I don't think peanut butter needs butter at the best of times. This is a regular discussion we have in here. If you guys have not been here for a peanut butter versus peanut butter with butter conversation. Now, I will say, in all fairness, that the amount of peanut butter I use is probably the same amount if you use butter and then peanut butter, but if I just did all that with peanut butter. So, you know, I'm using a lot of peanut butter. Holly says, I don't use butter, and I would say you want a thick layer of both PB and J. If it's too thin, it's not as good. You can use jam if you want. Yeah, our jam here has got all like fruit lumps and stuff in it, like all the fruity bits. And so I think, you know, if I'm going to try it, I need to try it as close as possible. But does anywhere around here sell like American style bread? Like, because our bread is totally different, and I think it would change the flavor, like it would change up the flavor a little bit. Would I just, you know, use some brioche? I don't know. I'm trying to. Oh, I've made it to the end of the row again. Hang on a second. Okay, it's another row of stuff. Yeah, and that's the thing. Their bread is very different than our bread. So I'm thinking that, like, you know, that their style of peanut butter and their style of jelly and their style of bread, all those three things together are what make it special. Whereas we have different peanut butter, we have different jelly, and we have different bread. So that's why I'm like, maybe I should just wait until I'm in the US and just have one there. Holly says, I would still use jam with the chunks of the fruit, and I've used all sorts of bread for my PB&J sandwiches. But it's all US bread though, right? Have you made, like, yeah. Like, oh man, the keyframes errors. Maybe it's just a glitch. I don't know. I'm having there's problems. YouTube's not getting enough data, so if it's a bit glitchy for you, I'm very sorry. Holly says she's used brioche before. Okay. I just don't want to do it a disservice, is basically where I'm trying to come at it. I'm not trying to, you know, be judgmental on the bread or the peanut butter or anything, but the ingredients are different and I want to make sure I'm doing it right, that's all. My mum used to make me the sandwiches with sourdough when I was a kid. Yep. Yeah, a lot of our peanut butter is like just like lots of like. Yeah. Well, Leanne, I was thinking. I remember like I grew up on those Golden Circle, those cans of Golden Circle plum jam. That was my mum's favorite jam in the world, and that's what I was thinking of, is trying to find something like that. But possibly not plum. But yeah, I mean, I like the plum, but is plum jam a thing? I see. I'm trying to get the closest to the authentic experience. Is really what it's boiling down to. Leanne says, I love that jam too, yeah. Can we even still buy it is the question. What am I doing? Hey, alright, it's good, it's good. Making sure I'm getting the right stitches. This is a bummish row to pull out if I have to do that. Maybe it can just be something I wait and do next time I'm in the US. Like a US experience. No, it's alright, Emma. I don't actually eat a lot of like jam and stuff, which is hilarious because I was making so much of it. So yeah. Ollie says, I think you're overthinking it. The beauty of the PB&J is that it's simple and filling. I just never considered it to be filling until I saw the photo of how my boss makes it. And I was just like, wow, I can see how that would be filling now. Like, you'd be able to count how much protein you're getting out of that peanut butter. Knitspin Girl says, I used to love visiting the Golden Circle canning factory when I was little with pineapple juice on tap. I know, that's where my addiction for pineapple juice came from. Was those pineapple juice filled bubblers. Yeah, that's why you need the thick layer. Yep. Oh, get back on there. And you could buy like the mystery cans. Molly says I had some golden circle pineapple the other day. It was awful. Oh, really? Like the pineapple in a can or like pineapple juice? I only get the pineapple in juice now. I don't get I don't get any fruit in syrup anymore. I found the syrup is awful, but I mean, I don't know what you ordered, like what you had there. I remember one time I accidentally bought one with syrup and thought, oh, look, I'll just use it. And it was just like, oh my gosh, this is insane. I cannot use it. I can't taste the fruit. I think I got it was like a pear in mango juice or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was just like, yeah, that's not working. I've always got to make like, because you can get like so many different preparations now, and I always screw it up. And I always, like, when I want pieces, I accidentally buy crushed, and when I buy crushed and I wanted pieces, and you just like, oh my gosh, I've really got to just, you know, really keep an eye on it. I'm learning that they've got like some of it's Australian pineapple and some of it's not, and the labeling on the can is different. It's not all of them are. Anyway, it's like it's so interesting trying to keep on track of what's what. Because I do, especially with the pineapple, they will do like stuff from other countries, or at least they were for a while there. I don't know if they still are. Hey, Jackie Doyle. Good to see you. I am halfway around this row. That's what this marker means. Helps me work out if I've got my repeats right. Because it's even repeats. Honestly, if I would have contacted Golden Circle and let them know. How are you all going? Are you getting your stuff done? Oh, nice work, Talia. Nice work indeed. Gary says, the first repeat of the lace on my swatch is done. Doing a second to decide on my make one curl technique. Okay. Ollie says I've got my towels in the dryer and switch from the socks to joining some hexies to my blanket. Nice work. Camera hub running. Jackie says, I've done nothing yet today. I spent the morning listening to YouTube and playing Oxygen Not Included. I have not played any new games in a really long time. The last thing I need is the distraction. Talia says 1,152 stitches to cast off. Alrighty. Round 31. It's the anthology blanket. It's a huge circular one. The blanket for the sake of blankets. I am a person who does blankets for the sake of blankets as well. Okay, what have I got to do next? Oh my gosh, Gabby says I can't stop thinking about a PB&J sandwich. I was craving it now, so I swung by the store to buy what I was missing to make one. That's so awesome. Cup of tea imminent. I like that. Knitspin Girl says I tend to make blankets for the sake of blankets too. Doesn't have to be exact gauge, like you have to do for a garment to fit properly. Absolutely. Be squishy and soft and comforting. Nearly halfway. There's knit two togethers of these pulled through stitches just take a long time. Yeah, if the gauge is off, that could just make more blanket more blankety. What a shame. Yes, absolutely. Come on, accidentally. This bin girl says just washed a load of socks using a sample of soak I had lying around. Smells divine. Nice. Carly says I need to wash a lambskin baby rug, but I've been putting it off because I'm scared I'll ruin it. Yeah. It's a tough one. Is it like the ones on skin, like the fluffy ones? Or is it the other ones? Like just made out of lamb's wool? Has left because the family are making their lunch and he needs to be with the people with the food. Hey Sal, good to see you. I was talking to Sally in the stream, Abby.
Hi, Sally.
Needs to be, my computer was getting too hot. Go and enjoy that then. What for? You check out their Christmas lights. Oh, Sally says, I've got the appropriate wash stuff, the fluffy one my grandfather bought it for my eldest over a decade ago. Okay, so it's just like a nerve-wracking thing. I get it. Abby does not need the encouragement. No one said anything, Abby. They're all busy doing their own things. I'd love to learn how to knit, but right now I'm into crochet and I just finished making a fun jellyfish. That's awesome. We're not like one craft only people here. We are all the crafts all the time. I just happen to be knitting right now. I was crocheting earlier. But yeah, no, crochet is so much fun, and the jellyfish looks so much fun too. We're not a one trick pony here. How many people in the chat are multi-craft jewel? Let us know so that Tiger Pug Loving Gamer 2 can see that their crochet love is respected here. Bianca's multi-craft jewel, Talia's multi-craft jewel. I'm multi-craft jewel. go. Lots of people. Lots and lots. Awesome. Thanks, guys. The reason I'm actually knitting on this instead of doing what I'd planned to do is I realised I totally botched up a crochet blanket and I'm going to have to either start it from the start or just start something else. And I haven't decided what I want to do yet. So I really like the blankets, the Moreland blanket from Attic 24. Like, I botched it. Alrighty, I'm on to the next round. This one's a bit easier. Molly's got to run. You have fun, Molly. We'll see you next week. I'm making the ranunculus sweater. So it's a top down, I'm just folding it in half so you can kind of get an idea. Just needles. So it's like this is the neckband and they're coming down and then the sleeves will come out down here. But it's and I'm making it out of this beautiful soft cotton. It's not going to focus for you, just for fun. It's a chainette style cotton, so it's really soft and light and airy. Because I'm in Australia and we're coming into summer, so I wanted something that, like, if we had a cooler night, I could just throw it on over the top of something else. But I've made a ranunculus before as a t-shirt, and as a really lightweight lace top, but then I had a big pull in the lace, so I want to pull that out and reclaim it. So I got talked into making the ranunculus by this lot. I'd never done one before, and it's one of those really forgiving patterns. It's supposed to be a little bit boxy and a little bit oversized, so there's not like a ton of shaping or anything like that.
Guys, I'm gonna go blow Mum's whole.
You're gonna go blow your own paycheck. Loves Christmas lights so much. She's already started putting ours up. We stick to the solar light, so because it is coming into summer, it's super easy to just use solar lights for all the Christmas lights. So yeah. I sort of think about, like, I watch a lot of like American Christmas movies and stuff like that. It's the running joke. And I just think how different Christmas is when it's cold, you know, or snowing, versus not quite our hottest time of the year, but pretty dang close. And, you know, then you've got a house full of people to feed and everything. So you got to, like, have the aircon pumping to try and keep everybody cool enough. And, oh man, the system is not a happy camper. I might have to roll back my, I did the upgrade to Tahoe on my Mac Mini yesterday. I don't think it likes it. Maybe it just needs another refresh. I don't know. I also have just finished swatching for 2 tops. Okay, there. So for crochet lovers, I don't know how to say Calaheo, from Expression Fiber Arts. So I just swatched for that, and then also for the Vesuvius tea. So both those swatches are done. I'm not sold, like I got gauge for the Calaheo, but I'm not sold that I like the fabric that I created to get the gauge. Whether or not I just need something a bit chunkier. So I've got to check the meterage, but what I'm thinking, oh, it's probably just as thin actually. Let me look. So this is the gauge swatch for the Calaheo, but it's supposed to be a tea, and it's just gonna be, you know, it's just gonna be too open, right, for me. But I was thinking I could make it with this, but I've just realised it's probably just as thin. Oh no, it's a bit thicker. It might be worth having a go with, but I don't know if I've got enough meters. So it's only 180 yards per 50 grams. Like you've got imperial to metric. Like go with yards and ounces, or meters and grams. Like pick one. I'll have to do some math. So what's 180 yards? Like 190 meters or something? So I don't know. It's still pretty fine, but it is thicker. It might be worth it. I'll have to check the meterage required for the pattern. It's the problem. I only have 10 balls of that. And this is the other one. This is the Vesuvius tea, and I'm happy with that. I'll make it out of that. So yeah, that's a fun make too. Like that was an interesting swatch. Just enough interest to keep it from being boring. I think that's upside down. There we go. Less boring because it's up the right way. But yeah, I quite like that. So I'll probably make that one first. Maybe I should finish some other projects before I get that one going. Yeah, they're cool. They're just some 4-ply cotton. So I try to make a lot of garments out of like cotton and linen and you know, like lightweight cellulose fibers, just because it's, you know, subtropical here. So I wouldn't be able to wear it. I don't get much wear out of anything made out of wool. I've got like, you know, a few beanies and a couple of neck warmers and stuff. I have made. Oh, I went the wrong way. It's 164 meters. It's less meters. Let's look at the pattern. Just give me 1 second. Vesuvius. Vesuvius. Look, I need the pattern. Opening? Are you opening? Something opening. Opening. There it is. Okie dokie. Let's have a quick squizzle. One, drag it over. Okay. All your stuff. I just want to see on the pattern. Okay. Here. I don't know what size I'd be. What size would I be? Garments size. So probably that one's 5th size. So she calls it size 5. Good job. So 1265 meters is what I need. So, what did you say this was? 164. I've got enough, and even possibly to do the extra bit of extra length I want to do. All right, I'm going to do a swatch in this, and this will have no real stretch to it either, so it won't be as. Oh, I've just realised I've looked at the wrong pattern. I don't want to make this in the Vesuvius tea. Go me. I want to look. I'm like, oh yeah. Let's try with the actual pattern that we will look at. You two tiger pug loving gamer too. All right, let's try again. Have a look here. So they reckon. My natural bust size in inches. I don't know what it is in inches. Clear. Clear. I'll go with the 6th size, even though I think I'll be the 5. Sixth size. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 balls of 100 grams. So 12 balls of 50 grams. So 360 meters. No, that won't be enough. There won't be enough of this to do that one. That's annoying. Hang on, I'll just do some maths calculator. Now they want 5. So I'll be 200 meters short. So like a ball. I need one more ball. Would you reckon it'd be worth doing? If it reckons I'm going to be 150 gram ball short. My brain's just going, nope, don't start it. I'd probably risk it if it was like 10 meters short, but not 200 meters short. That's a lot to be short by. That's really funny. Tim and Abby have been crashing around the house all morning. And then they've both gone out at the same time. think I'm going to pause that there. This one's a bit more in depth. But I'm liking how that's looking. What do you think? I'll just turn around so it's not upside down. I like how it's looking. It's a little softer pink than what you're getting on the screen. Random blue. Kelly loves it. So soft and squishy. Alright, I'm going to pop that aside. And it's kind of like I get to work with something chunky, even though it's like for me here, where I don't normally work with chunky yarns because I can't wear it. Alright, did I take the tape? I did take a tape measure. I did put Alrighty, because it's time to work out if I'm ready to start doing the decreases on this guy or not. And that throughout the week. Oh. One more row. Right. So it'll work out it's about 4 inches. Oh, 4 1/4, so maybe a couple more rows. But like at the 4 inches mark, I wanted to check the pattern. Oh no, that bit there. Might be. Where's the needle? I'm not going to count the rows because I'm just going to go with the measurements. Yeah. Got to finish the row anyway because I'm spot on the row. And then muscle borough hat pattern thing. Let me find. So what I'm reading is I've probably got another decrease here somewhere that I'm just not seeing properly. There it is. I've been measuring from the wrong mark. which is right on 4 inches. Like perfectly on 4 inches. Which I think this finishing this row will get me that. Yeah. Definitely at least need to finish this row. Yeah, I had it in my brain that I knew that there was like an extra bit of decreasing I had to do before I started the proper all decreasing thing. Just wasn't sure where it was at. You know what it's like? Once you start that decreasing, it just disappears really fast. Got like 200 stitches a row. So as it shrinks down, it'll be much easier. Looks like I could get this one finished this weekend, wouldn't it? It's like a project done. Probably can't get it finished this week, but it'd be nice to think about it. And we just finished knitting a Tudor statute cap hand spun last night. Now it needs a trip through the washing machine to full it and felt it. Nice. I will get around to the beginning of this row and give it another measure-do. I think I might need a couple more rows, but we'll check it. Leanne's been productive in the kitchen and made the hubs and I a homemade burger. Sounds very nice. I'm going to be having a U-Foods for lunch today. Tim had the leftover pizza, which we discussed. I'd said I'm good. And just so I don't have the bulkiness of the other. Flat as possible. 2 rows. Yeah, I'm thinking another 2 rows. Yeah. The 4mm needle is definitely my choice for this cotton. Needle don't want too sucky in your rib. Maybe have you got a 375? Maybe just go down a little dash. I'd love to be able to get up to the to the decrease, beginning of the decrease rounds during the stream today. See you later, Bianca. Have a good, awesome day. Dan says, I did finish another crocheted strip or stripe on my mix and match blanket. Fantastic. One row down. Row to go until we measure again, and then probably find out we have to do one more row. At this thought, I might just check something. you made it around. Where's this? I'd have cutesy donkey. The problem being these needles are so thin that they just, you know, might be enough just to. One more row. Oh, yeah, I can. Oh no. Is one row, am I getting really just pedantic now? Like, oh, I want it to be exactly right on the 4 inches mark. Because it's kind of like hovering. I don't think it's a full row that's different here. I don't know. Am I being pedantic? Will an extra 2 millimeters make a difference in the scheme of the end of the hat? I'm just going to do the row. I'll just do the extra row. Whatever. Yeah, it's a beautiful purple. Give it an extra round. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It doesn't take me that long to do a round. And then that's it. The round after this one is the decrease round. So that's also exciting to just know that as well. This is the bonus round. Man, just knowing I finally made it to the decrease after all of this. Wow, I'm pretty happy. Are your decrease row cage different from your increase? Well, I was only measuring up to the bottom of the I was only measuring to like the gap between like the normal stitches and to the bottom of the decrease anyway. But I don't know if I will decrease differently, like so, because I increase differently than I decrease. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just going to do the extra row just in case. Yeah, it's just one more. I don't know if we'll get to have it all on with you guys today, but we know I'm up to the decrease now. So I'm very excited by that. And it might just come straight out to the lounge with me so that I can work on it. And who knows, maybe I can get it done in a weekend. I mean, I've got some work commitments, but it's faster than knitting, right? I put my 2 Mossborough hats in the local show. I'm not going in to see them. The show is on this weekend, but apparently they both won their categories. One for handspun and one for sock yarn. Congratulations, Knitspin girls. That's so awesome. hope that you all got something done today, that this block of time that you gave yourself and just allowed yourself to work on something that needed doing. I hope that you got it done and that you're happy with where you're at. I am excited that my yarn is ready now to wash so that I can de-milk it. Those of you that weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I nitty-noddied off 2 of these pink balls of yarn because I accidentally spilt my cereal milk into them. And so I didn't want them to get gross, so I wound them off on my nitty-noddy, and then they're now in little hanks ready for me to give them a bath so that they can be de-milked. And then I realized that I totally have screwed up the moorland and I just need to start it again or start something else. I think I'd like to start it again, to be honest. I really do like it. I think I just need to sit down with it and let the muscle memory take over, rather than only work on it through the occasional live stream, because that's obviously not working for me. So I worked that out. I did a little bit on my top here, on my ranunculus, and now I am only this far to the end of the standard knitting, and the next round will be a decrease round. Admittedly, there'll be a couple of knitting rounds after that, but it will be the first of the decrease round, so we are nearly at the end. So it seems I can get through 200 stitches fairly quickly when I put my mind to it. Kerry says that I can wash the swatch when I block my tempo sweater tomorrow. Fantastic. I like to do a couple of swatches or something together so that I don't feel like I'm doing all that washing and soaking, etc. just for one thing. But you know, I mean, there's no reason why you can't. But yeah, like you're doing it with your sweater, that's cool too. Alrighty, we are at the beginning of the round. The next round is a decrease round. I'm so excited. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out today in this productivity stream, even with all the technical glitches, with all the problems with the cameras and what have you that we've been having. I really appreciate you all jumping in, working on your projects. I'll see you all here Thursday for the usual live stream, so Wednesday if you're in the US, Wednesday evening. And I'm going to go and have some lunch now and then read the emails from work that came through while we were chatting and go from there. You guys have an amazing weekend, and I will catch you all next time. Bye now.